an impact that's truly life-saving, that's powerful. And to do it on a leveraged basis, which creates the opportunity for you to give yourself, your family, your heirs, a residual leveraged stream of income that you will feel not just excited about the number, but deeply at peace with how you got it. And to me, you got to have both of those things to feel good about money. So, I want to have Clive come back up here and begin to present the evidence to you, and then I'll come back on and we'll talk a little more about the implications. Clive?
Thank you. Chairman and CEO Stewart Hughes. Now, what I'd like to do is invite Dr. Neil Sechrist, if you would come up, please. Now, Dr. Sechrist is a diamond, member of the President's Club. Dr. Sechrist, man, you're looking good. Now, Dr. Sechrist is a medical doctor, served in the military, has a beautiful wife and beautiful daughters. Tell us just a little bit about your credentials, the stuff, you know, that I couldn't probably remember to say.
Okay, I've been practicing literally now about 20 years. It seems like time flies. Original training was at LSU School of Medicine, went into the School of Aerospace Medicine with the military. Served two tours of duty with our wonderful Air Force. What a blessing to do that. Went on to complete residency training again in Wichita, board certified in family medicine, and now been working with Unicity almost 18 years, and what an incredible blessing that has been.
Fantastic. Well, I think we can all agree that Dr. Sechrist is an expert. He's a doctor. What I'm going to show him now, and I'm going to ask you this, have you seen these patients at all? Have you seen them, or have you reviewed this information at all?
Never seen it before.
Okay. So what I'm showing you now is patient A. We've got some information about patient A. We have a lipid panel, as you can see. We've got blood pressure, body fat, height, weight. Just looking at that, what would you surmise, or what would you diagnose, or what would you say about this person, and what recommendations would you have for them?
Okay. I don't know gender or age. I'm just looking at their blood test.
Okay.
Okay. So this person is clearly in a metabolic state, which simply means they have elevated triglycerides over HDL in a greater than 3-to-1 ratio. They have elevated LDL bad cholesterol over 100, which is completely undesirable. They've got an hemoglobin A1C in the diabetic level range, that is, and blood pressure is at least stage 1 hypertension. Body fat percentage clearly out of control. And I don't see the BMI on here, but I'm willing to bet it's probably over 25, so in an overweight status at least, perhaps even obese.
Okay, thank you. Now, how would you think that this person feels, looks, and what would you recommend to them?
It's very possible they have truncal or visceral abdominal obesity. Said another way, they might be a little under tall for their weight.
Very kind of you.
They're probably someone who perhaps skips breakfast. They maybe accumulate hunger throughout the day. They tend to probably overeat in the evening meal, or after they do eat, they feel incredibly tired after a meal. Maybe even after a large meal, break into a little bit of a sweat on their forehead. Probably very low exercise tolerance. Those are the things that immediately come to mind.
Not healthy.
Not healthy.
Okay, let's look now at another patient, patient B. Same idea. What do you see there?
Clearly a much more desirable lipid panel. Oh my goodness, yes. Definite improvements in HDL. Certainly very good triglycerides, fasting glucose. Still triple digit, but I don't know, is this the same person later, or you're not going to let me know that yet?
I'm not revealing any information yet.
Clearly a much improved, a very decent A1C, could be perhaps even better. Excellent blood pressure, 10% less percent on body fat. This person's, if that's the same person, that's a very dramatic improvement.
So if it's the same person, it'd be dramatic.
Absolutely.
Interesting. Well, I'm going to invite someone out to the stage right now. Cheryl Smart, would you come out? This is one of the people Stewart talked about, a pilot study person. Come out right next to you. Cheryl, let's back up one slide and just look. You can probably tell what we're doing here, but so Cheryl, you're not a medical professional, are you?
Not at all. No.
Well, tell me a little bit about yourself.
I live in Pleasant Grove, Utah, and I've raised 6 kids, and I now have 10 grandkids. I work in a little dance store boutique, and this was scary to me.
So you're not a medical professional, but that doesn't look good. Let's go to the next one. What can you tell us about these 2 lab result tests?
That's me too. That's after Make It Better program.
So are you telling us that you're the before and you're the after?
Yes.
Now, Dr. Stewart, what would you say about how long would it take for something like this change to occur?
If a person's just doing diet and exercise, I'd say that's a pretty good accomplishment in a 6-month period of time.
Okay, 6-month period of time would be good. In fact, let's go to, that shows you the differences. You can see all those differences that occurred. And Cheryl, would you tell me in what period of time and how did this happen?
In the 13-week period.
So Stewart Hughes said, if you give me 13 weeks, I'll give you a new life.
Exactly. And it did. I felt great. Really good.
Okay. Fantastic. So can you imagine she went from diabetic HbA1c to a level that's higher than you'd like, but out of the range of danger. So Cheryl, let's go to this next one. What do people say to you?
People say, oh, you look better. What are you doing?
You look better. They want to know what happened. Okay. Why did you get involved in this 13-week pilot study?
Well, at the beginning, I just wanted to lose some weight like the rest of the world. But once I saw those numbers, I really wanted to do it for me.
Okay. And did those numbers scare you at all?
Yes.
Did
big
you
time.
know that you were in the diabetic level?
No, I didn't know. I didn't know my blood pressure was high. I didn't know any of those things. Just thought I was okay.
And you really weren't okay. What did you think? I mean, did you feel good?
I thought I felt good, but now I feel good.
Okay. Well, tell us a little bit about the experience for you. What did you learn? What did you do? What have you accomplished that maybe you never did before?
Well, I learned how to not be hungry and eat good foods and eat at specific times. I think that was my big problem, was I probably ate all the time. And taking the Slim, I think, really, really helped me. It helped me to do the 4-4-12 and to not be snacking all the time, and to make sure when I was eating good, healthy food with it.
Good. You have maintained, you've been off of the 13 weeks for how long?
It was during the summer I ended, so a couple months, I think.
And have you been able to maintain this lifestyle?
I love it. Mm-hmm.
You still use Box Life Slim?
Do it every day. Yes.
Will you ever quit?
No.
You ever going to go back to that person on the left?
I hope not, no.
Never.
No.
What happened now? I understand that you exercised. You tried to exercise in your life.
I did. I exercised all the time, and thought I felt good. But now when I exercise, I really feel good. And when I jog, I can actually sprint, and I just feel like I have so much more energy with my exercise.
There's a funny story because Cheryl's coach was talking to her, talking about how long Cheryl was running or jogging, and she gave you a goal, or you talked about a certain distance.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, I said, I'd like to do a half a marathon someday. And she said, well, why don't you just try running 9 miles and see how you do? And sure enough, that day I ran 9 miles and didn't feel any different than when I ran 3. So it really made a big difference.
Well, Cheryl Smart. You're an inspiration to us. 13 weeks. She has a new life, a new image, new health, and she feels so much better. Congratulations, Cheryl.